Welcome back to Redbeard RPG and The Outer Worlds 2. We're going to go confront Savannah. Apparently, she was working with Agent DeVries, so we're going to see what's up with that. But we got a little bit of a walk ahead of us before we get there.
Best keep your lamps
Let's.
lit for wildlife.
Hostile wildlife. Familial classification of Raptidon. Detected ahead.
I swear that wasn't planned.
Okay, apparently, we're going to run into some Raptidons at some point. Not seeing them quite yet. That's if we took the road, we would have ran into them. Because I don't see any of them. Maybe by running in a straight line, we happen to just bypass all that. Either way, here we are.
We're closed.
Well, we got some questions for you.
Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan.
You're a friend of Augustine DeVries, aren't you?
Why are you asking? Who are you?
The people she tried to kill.
By the architect. I had no idea. I wish I could say it was unbelievable. I was afraid she was becoming a danger to herself and to others. But this is horrifying.
Yeah,
Is it now?
imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being a danger to herself or others?
Let's let him talk.
And how are you going to do that?
That ain't something you ought to be concerning yourself about.
If you think I'm going to help you do what I think you're talking about, you are deluded.
Okay. We'll butt in here. You'll have to excuse Niles. He's upset. I'd say understandably.
It is of no matter, regardless. I do not know where she is. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid she's going to do something terrible, but I just don't know what. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor.
Victor's the guy who you accused of conspiring with, right?
How did... You saw her terminal, didn't you? Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, shortly before the schism, they started talking to some others inside the Order. That's when things became tense. I started to become uneasy, scared, really. She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me.
Okay. Did she ramble on about the Sentinels versus the cult of corporatism? Serial a lot?
Among other things. For some reason, she was obsessed with the cliffhanger ending of Chapter 6. It was the one where capitalist fanatics brought complete destruction upon Arcadia. But you know
They will
how it
do
works.
that.
It was somehow miraculously saved at the beginning of the next chapter. Didn't matter to DeVries, though. She just kept going over it and over it. Would have talked to a Crabble about it if there was no one else to listen. That and the invasion itself set her mind to dark things. I begged her not to go down that road again.
Again?
She was so agitated when I first met her. Must have been 7, going on 8 years ago now. She never slept, didn't talk to anyone if she could avoid it. After we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. I couldn't watch her go back to how she'd been. Or worse.
We could have looked around and maybe found Savannah's journal first. That could have been helpful, but I guess too late now. That is interesting that there's an alternate way to get additional information about this thing. Is it true that the Order somehow helped Auntie invade, like the Protectorate is saying?
No. But it had to be someone's fault, right? The Protectorate couldn't possibly have failed to safeguard the colony. And they had to answer the accusations the Order leveled at them.
Oh, I see, I see. Alright, how'd you two meet?
We became friends when she... well, she saved me. I'd said something without thinking. Must have been distracted. We all know to watch every last word we say. For some reason, she interceded on my behalf with an arbiter, and she convinced him he didn't hear what he actually did. No one does that. Void, I didn't think anyone could.
Interesting. It kind of seemed like knowing her was unsettling for you.
She ain't the only one.
It's difficult to explain. She spoke about things in unfamiliar ways. I felt her words to be freeing, at first. But slowly, I began to feel unmoored, doubting everything I ever knew. She said learning the truth of things was worth it. But now I question whether her truth was just more of her penchant to sow chaos, no matter who may be caught in her schemes. Some days I wish I'd never listened to her at all. Others, I can't help but miss her. Even with everything.
Know a little something about that, too.
Did you ever see her again?
I did try to. Once. After the corporatists invaded Paradise Island and took over Fairfield. They seemed to let anyone in there. Some boisterous fellow even tried to recruit me.
The safe in her house was empty. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Yes, and I am shamed to admit it. Though if she hadn't wanted me to, she wouldn't have told me the code. Same one she used for everything. 15-778.
That is Agent DeVries' identification code, Commander.
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left something for me, but the safe was empty.
Okay. And what do you know about what she was doing at the box station?
What do you mean? It was where she worked, one of the Protectorate's communications hubs. She didn't speak of it much, at least to me. She may have spoken to Victor about it.
Okay. Well, it looks like we've exhausted her
I
dialogue.
know I've no right to ask this of you, but when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's unwell, but I know there's still hope for her.
Yeah, I'll see what she has to say for herself before deciding anything.
That's all I can ask.
All right, we confronted Savannah. Now, did it put me on a different quest, or is this the same quest? I don't know if that counted as quest completed. Looks like it did, because it just auto-equipped the main quest. Should we go for mental refreshment? Let's check this stuff out on the map. See what we can get to. That's the mental refreshment one. Pressing care is off in that direction. Saboteur Paradise is off in that direction. I think probably it makes more sense to do mental refreshment first. Let's do that. Fast travel over this way, and then we'll cut across to the mental refreshment station. Probably should have had a look around the chapel there before we left. But... oh well. Alright, and it looks like it equipped that quest. Looks like we need to go... yeah, that's a pretty big fall. Is there a less dangerous way down somewhere? Maybe this way? Gotta be one somewhere. Yeah, it's gotta be back the other way. What's going on over here? What's this? Oh, this is an elevator, isn't it? There's the way down. free cloth for me. I might use that for crafting eventually. Alright, down we go. Excellent. Is this more of Edgefield? Where are we? This is local. Vending machine. Fairfield Missionary. Oh, okay. Yeah. We're entering Fairfield, so we need to. Okay, I see. We just fast traveled to a place that was like right on the edge of a cliff. That's what happened. About to say, is there a whole nother town? Apparently not.
Agent Ibarra, you failed to take your daily supplements 3 days in a row. Vitamins are
A vital tool in aiding wound healing and achieving your long-term health goals.
We've talked about this, Val. Ain't polite airing folks' private health information in front of others.
If oral capsules are not your preferred delivery method, suppositories may be a viable alternative.
All right. I'll take the daily supplements. The normal ones. And maybe I'll examine your courtesy settings while I'm at it.
I think we got some drones here. Yeah, these guys.
That's not the one you need to worry about.
Never mind.
Got a distraction for you.
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
Oh, was that Niles that ran up there?
Engaging combat protocols.
Oh, there's more of them. Are we going to accidentally do the... I know there was one where we were supposed to kill drones. Oh, that's Doc. Oh, good grief, there's more of them. Okay, it says body found. Who found a body?
Enthusiastically neutralizing
Oh.
unfriendlies.
That's who found the body.
Ready to waste it. On your command.
Are they just going to keep coming? Disable drones. Oh, here we go. That whole engineering skill coming in handy yet again. Seems like that's a good skill to have. Now, let's see what they got for loot. There's more off this way. Where are you? I do like that it shows on the map where all the bodies are. Very helpful. I don't want to die all the way back here. Let's check our inventory. Let's see if we got any snacks. Stores 4% of health, 6%, 4%. What do we do? Eat. Oh, we had to literally eat all of our food to heal us not quite all of the way. Definitely need to do a better job of collecting that stuff. What's this for? Drone operator log, test flights. Okay, nothing really to do there. Does I have a mag picks? Can't seem to interact with this thing to unlock it. I have the mag picks, but my lockpick skill's probably not high enough. That's probably what it is. Okay. We did shut them all down mechanically. Anything else we can do here? I think that was after we shot them all, though. Alright, looks like that's all that's here. We double check the journal. Is this the drone thing they were talking about? Trooper Kote mentioned that Trooper Faulkner, currently on duty by the barn, is having a problem with marauding protector drones. Once the drones are dealt with, the bounty in the terminal failfield will dispense a reward. Well, it didn't update the quest, so maybe this is a different cluster of drones. Either way, let's get back to what we were actually trying to do. We have some more loot around here, which we will take. Alright, so we need to get the other side of this mountain, apparently. How do we get around that?
In combat-related activities.
Oh. Oh, that's not good. Am I like poisoned or something? Where'd it go? These guys are a lot stronger than the drones were. Oh, good grief. Can we just get the heck out of here?
Emergency protocols ready.
Where's the last one? There he is. Alright, let's just get the heck out of here. We are very limited on healing supplies, and there's another one.
Your insides are leaking outside, Commander.
What am I getting hit by? Where'd you come from? Drug crash. Overuse of medical inhaler can cause you to experience a drug crash while crashing. The inhaler is disabled, preventing you from healing further. Oh no. Prevent crashes. Ensure you're wearing watching your toxicity closely. Investing in the medical skill can increase the amount of toxicity you can accrue before a crash occurs. Okay, so we need medical skill.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Why are they shooting off in that direction? Raptidons are dangerous. Go ahead and reload. There's still something out there. I still hear combat music. This is gonna be tough.
Sequencing attack strategies.
There's something going on over there. Let's not worry about that right now. Prism repeating rifle, that might be nice.
Ain't nothing there. No, no target.
Is C not crouch? Oh, controls crouch. Right, let's kind of try to sneak around a little bit if we can. This is appearing to be quite dangerous. Considering that everything in the area is dead. Any food in here? Oh, yes, please. We'll just eat it right away. Come on, kitchen provide. And what do we got here? Shock grenade. Bypass shunts. I feel like we need some of those. What else do we got here? Probably need the inhaler charge too. What else do we got here? That's inhaler charge. Lockpick. We got some regular food. We're about to blow a bunch of money, I think, on healing items here. What's that? 15% charge. Hopefully that's enough. We'll leave it at that. How did I not get any more inhaler charges? Okay, ate everything we had. Did I not buy stuff that charges the inhaler? I mean, that's going to be a problem. Guess let's buy all the food stuff. All right, and we're broke. I'm going to turn the radio on. Oh, I see. I have a bunch of charges of inhaler. Okay. Doors barred shut. Whoa. I assume this is the room that's barred shut. Full of ammo, nice. Let's see, barracks observational reports. It's something he's being watched.
I'll take fighting raps over living in a surveillance state any day of the week.
Pick up that uniform. I need to check some. I have picked up some. And that door's open now. Oh, that's an exit. Wait a minute. This wasn't the barred door. This is the barred. Reopen. Ah, it's Raptidon juveniles.
Engaging hostile life forms.
Alright, those are a little more manageable. Okay, so I have a bunch of charges in my inventory. Okay. Got a bunch of different uniforms and such. Let's check that out. Let's see if there's something I can do to help myself out from taking so much dang damage. Oh. I'll take that. Let's hit the inventory. What do we got here? I mean, what am I wearing now? Yeah, oh, that's C to compare. There we go. Huh? Okay. So I have Peacekeeper armor on now, or do I have Agent armor on now? Which one's which? That's Peacekeeper armor. Okay. And they're both medium armor. The Peacekeeper armor is definitely a and we'll put that one on compare. Now let's see. Okay, so the hibernation suit's an upgrade. Grit enhancing materials. 20% chance of ignore incoming attacks while below 50% health. That's pretty good, the bandolier uniform. But it doesn't provide as much armor. Armor clothing doesn't really provide armor. This is heavy armor, the spaldered uniform. I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to stick with medium. So the best medium armor we got, I think, is this Peacekeeper armor we just got. Let's grab you and plop you over there. All right, we look kind of ridiculous, but all right, now we want to do pair. Agent helmet adds 5% base health. Energy charge relay. Great. Toxicity drain, that we might need, apparently. 10% weak spot damage on this guy. Man, we're going to look really ridiculous, but I think this is the way to go. Alright. Do we have any upgraded weapons? We have that repeating rifle. I very much like those. Sentry blade, shock machine gun, I don't know about that. Service pistol, and prism repeating rifle. They do the same amount of damage. This one just has a prism sight on it, so I can go longer range. That I like. Let's compare it to our shotgun, which we haven't really even used at all yet. Now, we'll leave this alone. Let's get back to it. That's where we came in. We cleared those out. We checked that building. What am I hearing? Drink that water. Alright, they do have some items around. We might have to go through the other side of this building to get to the other side. I wanted to check this courtyard out before I went inside the main building. This we should just be able to pick up. There are some foodstuffs about. I did kind of waste my money. This is where we came out the other side. Yeah. Okay. Alright, well that's the courtyard. There are some foodstuffs. I did end up wasting my money. I didn't understand. If you look down under my health bar, the inhaler charges has a 9 next to it. I thought the charge was just how full that bar is. Apparently I had many charges already and then bought many more. So I kind of wasted my money.
Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Is this considered stealing? It is not. So... don't mind if I do. Hey, what's up?
No, you ain't got what I need. And you,
You can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt.
Okay, fair enough. We'll just be blunt. Milva Street sent me. I'm here to find a report and send a trooper sailing back to town.
Yeah? Well, I'm Trooper Silong. Inez, former combat medic, Enhanced Soldier Division. Now just a menial troubleshooter who looks to have gotten her job swept out from under her. They're always counting me out. Every single one of them. And now, they ain't even letting me finish the jobs they send me on. Kinda making it hard to prove myself here. And this rep didn't even have anything that could help my graft. This whole thing's a wash. Sick of it.
Okay. You seem capable. I'm sure you'll find some way to prove them wrong.
Well, the only people who believe that are in this room right now, including that dead rapt, I reckon. I'm considered a liability. My graph's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon, too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now.
Okay. And now you're looking for a chance to prove them wrong. That about right?
I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Unless I can amend it so I might fix my graft, proving myself ain't happening anytime soon. Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones.
You mentioned an enhanced soldier division. Could they help you out?
No. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the grafting program. And when I say it was shuttered, I mean completely fucking demolished. Like they'd
Fair enough.
erase it from the financial records if they could. It was that much of an embarrassment. In the wake of such a failure, it's left us grafted folks with no support. I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time. She's a good one.
Good deal. Have you asked for help?
She's bound by contract to work on whatever task Fairfield's illustrious leader set her to, nothing else. But she also ain't quite got the hang of the employment thing.
Surely a contract can't stop you from looking after your health.
You looked at the fine print of an employment contract lately? It says any action taken by a worker that could result in impeded work must be approved by the contract holder.
Good
Not only
grief.
would trying to fix my graft impede my work, but it's also financially unviable, unproven, a risky investment. So I'm stuck with a limb that's slowly poisoning me. Could pursue fixing it myself were I out of my contract, but if I attempted to end it, I'd have to waive all employment rights for the next year. That's a non-starter.
Man, that's rough. Yeah, if the contract stopped, how bad could going independent be?
Let me put it this way. If I was already on the bottom rung, this knocks me clean off and buries me in sand. But I started from nothing before. I could do it again. Maybe.
You've been in this position before?
Ain't easy moving between companies. And I wasn't always with Auntie's choice. But that's a story for another time.
Okay, I hope things work out for you. See you around.
Get the feeling you will. Anyhow, think I'll return to Fairfield to have a little chat with Milver Street. Good luck in there. Mind the raps.
Just
Okay.
let Inez remind you of Helen. Tough like her. Shame she's with Auntie's choice.
Indeed it is. All right, I guess we got to explore the rest of this area. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do that next time. Thank you all so very much for watching, and have a good one.